Who live, live, and who dead, dead.
When Mr. Gary Griffith was the commissioner, and myself and Mr. Renison just make a little joke about this. If somebody a man posts up a gun, or he make a threat, or some crime take place, you're just seeing a few moments later. I don't know how Mr. Gary Griffith used to do it, but that man used to do it, and he started to have the country under control where the crime is concerned. And all of a sudden, the Prime Minister used to come up and rate him. And all of a sudden now, Mr. Gary Griffith becomes public enemy number one, and they start to say all kind of thing about the man. Although they would have said all kind of thing about this gentleman, he still put aside his feelings and come forth and offered his assistance to help deal with the crime situation, and they turn him down. And look at what's taking place in this country today, ma'am. We have a commissioner. When last you see her? When last she come up and say something? It's everyday murders, and we reach up to how much? I think it costs 500 and something now. And this man is saying nothing at all. They're not doing anything. It's like they don't care about we, boy. And for this Stuart Young. Go ahead, ma'am.
This is why the population has to make a decision one way or the other to vote them out. You know,
yes.
They must come to that decision, because if they decide to put them back in for another 5 years, then we don't have a country to look forward to.
No.
And many persons, can afford to go away and live, but there are those like myself, I don't want to go anywhere else to live, but I want to live right here. But there are others who can't afford to live. They can't afford to live anywhere else but here. The crime is
and that is why I keep saying, when I know for a fact, and listen to me, it have who on the outside that want to come home, frightened to come home.
That is correct.
And who is here who would like to leave, they cannot afford it. And then you have our Prime Minister stand up on national TV and say, who live, and who dead. And people still jumping up with their bellies in their hand. These people delusional, these people mad, like they're brainwashed. You've seen it every day on the news. Let me forget the news, because TV6 are showing you nothing. Only CNC3 might jump out and show you what taking place, and they go still try to ban that. But you're seeing it on social media, people talking about it, and people decide to tell this man call an election, because nobody don't want the PNM anymore. This man has this government has bring the country to nothing. Where you ever hear in history, the police service is involved in crime, boldface. You cannot differentiate police from bandit anymore. And this is something I wanted to ask. The fact that the bandits and them getting the police vehicle and the uniform, how they getting it? Because a bandit can walk in the police barracks or wherever, they just see the uniform and pick it up, Just like how the cell phones and the drugs and all of these things coming in the jail. You understand? And then the Prime Minister will jump up and say, don't blame he for the crime. So who we have to blame?
Well, Heinz said it. He says the citizens.
But how is it?
Well, seeing that, I'm back, and we was here behind the scene trying to see about this whole problem is Christine Hussein. I mean, in trying to still keep up with the topic, I see that we only talks a crime. And one of the questions we wanted to ask you coming on the show tonight was, what, in your words, what is the main causes of crime in
Madam Speaker, I still have a coal pot, you know, where I put my coals and I roast my breadfruit. So if you don't have that, go back until such time as you can afford the gas. But don't come and blame you not having gas on the government. I have a suggestion for me. In order to lose weight, I will ride to court. I will take a bike. That will save fuel. That's my solution.